another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
Hey, and hello. Hello, 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 hey, hello, 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 hey, hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Oh, wait a minute. That made my eyes water. Y'all know it's allergy time, honey. Okay, what's up? To all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, honey, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers, honey. What's your tea? What's your tea, honey? It's another glorious day, and I know you have all of your crumpets together, my darling, because it's time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea. I just got a private message. You're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. What's going on, honey? Listen, it's going to be one of those kind of shows today, darling, because I'm kind of like up in the air and carrying on. And when we get off the air, honey, I got to go do a Batgirl change. My daughter's having her little birthday party, child, tonight. And if I don't show up, honey, I'm not going to hear the end of it. Here. So there is that. So I got to go get ready to go entertain and carry. No, the thing of it was, we were supposed to be performing this evening, and Samantha was supposed to be making an appearance. However, there were some issues with the facility. As a matter of fact, the facility now, they've got to move and carry on because they found out that the facility itself, honey, well, without putting all their business out there, let's just put it like this, honey, they were duped into a building. And they just found out, honey, that there was some codes that the building did not have before. Didn't pass before they had got the building. And the original owners did not tell them that. So now they got to move and this, that, and the other. And yeah, so some legal things is going on with that. So, my darlings, it is going to be a little something, you hear? So, oh wow, I just discovered something I never knew I can do. So there is that. So right now, that's what's happening. So I'm supposed to be doing the show and carrying on and all of that. So when she told me that, I stopped rehearsing because I didn't know what I was going to do. Y'all know my music I had to feel the music before I could just say, oh, I'm gonna do that number, because it may not have been what the audience was given, you know. So having said all that, I've got to go make an appearance, honey. The colors, the theme and stuff is black. Pink and gray. And the accent color is purple. So I'm trying to decide, honey. It's still warm out, so I got these cute little gray shorts that I'm gonna wear. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do the pink hats. Oh, wait a minute, y'all help me. Hold on, let me. Lord, hold on. This is my niece calling me. She don't know I'm on the air. Red, come on up in here. She don't know I'm on the air yet. Okay, but hold on. Let me tell her I'm on. Are you still throwing your flags up?
My bad. Hey,
Red, he's trying to listen. Y'all know we have a plethora of things going on and carrying on, right? But he's able to go live over there on TikTok. So tonight, just before coming on, honey, this child gonna sit down here and this child gonna go up there and he just did a cute little 10-minute set.
Yeah.
So now he's sitting up here, he feeling it. So hold down.
Yeah, I got indigenous bugs.
Right. Prepare for indigenous house.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But y'all familiar with the purple hat already because y'all seen the purple hat on me several times. Okay. Y'all seen the purple hat already, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You be wearing that thing right there. Yeah, that's right.
But then,
no, look.
Yes, this one.
Pink.
I want that hat.
I need that pink hat.
Okay, yes, this one. And you know, it still got the tag on. I have not worn this one yet at all.
Come on down to the valley. I need that hat.
Okay, y'all like that one? Okay, aha. See, and it rolls up. See, I don't like it rolled up too much. I like to break that brim down like that.
Break that brim. Detroit that thing.
Oh, there we go, bitch.
Oh,
shit.
Look at you. I'm pinky.
Okay, right.
From the pint.
Okay. Is it Pimpalicious, baby? Is it Pimpalicious? Okay, So those are the two hats that I'm deciding. I may wear the pink one though because the pink one was given to me as a birthday gift, honey, from my daughter, and she's been waiting on me to wear it. So I might surprise her.
See, there you go. Walk in there like that. I just thought about it. I was going to surprise you and pop up at the house party, but you know what I'm saying? But I done took off all my stuff and everything.
Okay, child, Lord have mercy.
I said she probably would have started crying and got 2 feet taller. Saw me walking up.
Listen. And carrying on. Then she's not too far from where I am. She's around the corner, literally. So that was kind of cute. So yeah, and like I said, if I don't go, honey, well, thank you, Smug. Okay, your mama, okay, because she told me that I don't know if the grandkids or whatever done running crazy or whatever. Because Nikki said, she said, I don't know if I'm gonna get in tonight. Now y'all know she got all her grandbabies. She got, well, not all of them. She got 5 of them over there, and I know they're trying to get the house and stuff. So I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, she got the twins. And why did I know you was gonna say that? Why did I know you were gonna, because them twins. Listen, Nasia and Nala, honey, who are the Nana of the Alo Nana. They so precious. Oh, they are so adorable. They're a handful.
Those are those words that you use when you don't have to keep them.
You know, them babies, honey, are absolutely, they are. But they remind me of my sisters when my sisters were that age. And they're identical twins. So, and my sisters are identical twins as well. So when they were that age, child, and they were just discovering. Okay. Just discovering. And I'm going to leave it at that, child. Okay.
Stop right there.
So be that as it may. Listen, I'm going to get into this thing because, darlings, I want to make sure that we get into the cards today because I got a few cards that I have pulled, honey, okay, from the relationship deck. What is this? The tonight's conversation deck. Which ones? Yeah, relationship debates and some real talk questions. But before we get into them, I want to introduce y'all to something that I just found out about today. Okay. Did not know this was technology that they're using. But then I have not found a company that is using it here in the United States yet, which is why I done got bit by this bug. Okay. Let me introduce y'all to this because today, I titled today's show Step by Step and Brick by Brick. Okay. But let me show y'all this. Let me show you this, and you will understand why my fascination has kicked into just wow. Okay. Let's start. I'm gonna go with here because this is when I first heard it. Okay, we're gonna go with
traffic jams. People spend long hours in traffic, they get fatigued, they become less productive, the entire city becomes inefficient. We also have a situation of emissions that impact people's lives in so many ways and affects the environment.
The bricks are designed in such a way that there is a groove or hole in between, which doesn't allow the heat from outside to get in and also maintain the temperature of the room. So there's nothing like fumes coming out, and even it's being finished with POP cement, which also prevent heat.
When it comes to building, building is where people rest and live, and it provides shelter. And so if there's something unhealthy about it, you can trust that it will go a long way to affect the health of people who occupy that building. And then also what kind of impact it will have on the environment where it is used. But I see this product as a problem solving, because first of all, it is bringing us something new for our industry, and at the same time it is cleaning our country of waste.
Can you stand it?
You know I got a problem, right?
What?
I have this problem, and when you just showed it, I said, you know what? It's awfully irritating that this country, Africa, right? One of the richest in commodities.
Yeah.
Still have the audacity to have those Neanderthalic situations.
Right. Right.
And I really, really got a problem with that. I got a major problem with that.
Yeah, and see, you know, we still have underdeveloped parts of the continent, you know, and carrying on. This particular, I don't know this technology. Y'all know I am spellbound with the modular homes. Okay. And in this concept, this is almost the same kind of concept, except that this is recycled plastic.
Right.
Okay. Recycled plastic that they have used to make bricks. And what I love about this technology is that you're talking about plastic, honey, that's been in the landfills forever and a day. That plastic has not broke down.
Right.
Okay. It's durable to the weather. Now somebody was saying that, well, what about the gas that it may emit from it when the sun is carrying on? But he said, well, we cover with the POP stuff, and so you don't get those emissions. It's virtually indestructible from the elements.
Right.
Okay, with the heat, because unlike concrete, when the brick expands, honey, it cracks.
Yeah, plastic don't. It gives.
Plastic does it expands and it goes back, and like it breathes.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that for places like Haiti and all of the islands and carrying on, where they have hurricane seasons and things of that nature. Imagine that what that could do for houses and stuff, for the durability of those particular countries. Why I'm still trying to look for a company here. I've been looking at the internet. Every time I'm coming up with something, let me show you this one. I'm gonna show you this one.
All right, Kayla, imagine this. You're sitting on the rooftop deck of your brand new beach house, which is made entirely from recycled plastic bottles.
Multimedia journalist Mike Lamb takes us to a new, low-maintenance, high-efficiency home. And one more thing, it's the first of its kind in the world.
What you're looking at here is a house made out of recycled plastic bottles. Armacell makes these panels, and then we engineer all these panels to make structures. So in this case, we made a house. We're just ecstatic that we used around 612,000 recycled pop bottles to build this home.
So this here is a cross-section of all exterior walls of the house and the roof. So this is the recycled plastic. We used a 6-inch core. On the exterior of the house, we had recycled aluminum with laser printed cedar in certain areas. Inside of the house, we used BX wiring with regular 3/4-inch strapping and gyprock. The advantages in using closed cell plastic, it's impermeable to water, it can't rot. We haven't put the heat on in this house in over 3 months. The house has been getting heated through passive solar. The nice warm green part about the build is that the house was made with the recycled bottles. So that's plastic that is not in the landfill or in the oceans. And we're pretty happy with the results.
So the plastic comes from recycling companies, and then they extrude it into pellets, bringing it back to its virgin state. And then they take that plastic pellet and they infuse it with a gas, and it comes out as a sort of like a foam mousse. So it's really soft to the touch until it chills down. We engineered the panels at our warehouse. When we put it together, it took us about 14 hours to put up. So that was the exciting part. It blew away the whole team, including myself. We didn't figure it'd go that smoothly, but it did.
This house here is the first structurally insulated panel house built in the world using PET recycled plastic. Taking all of that plastic out of the environment and putting it into a beach house is not only a cool thing, it's also a smart thing. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and I sometimes wonder what they're going to be seeing when they're 25, 30 years old. If we can put over 500,000 bottles in one house, you can just imagine what a whole development would do.
Wow. And here we are looking for answers to
There they are.
Yeah, I mean, just that one home alone, we'll say it one more time, over 600,000 plastic pop bottles.
What a great use of waste.
And 14 hours to put up. That's
Unreal,
remarkable.
unreal.
Good for them. We wish them the best of luck.
Okay. 14 hours for them to construct that. Now you see now, when I first heard this, because they was English speaking, I was like, okay, where are they? Where are they? Right? Chad, that's Nova Scotia, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Imagine that.
All right, that's North America, but they are Nova Scotia, Canada.
But imagine that. Canada, where healthcare is free.
Right. Okay.
Canada, where you go to school for free.
Okay.
Canada, where they actually look out for the people that are Canadian.
Okay. I'm sitting up here, I'm like, wow.
And that is so awesome right there.
they've taken the
I was lost for words. I mean,
they've taken the technology and did what they did, because as you see what they say, they took and they could make a whole sheet, like sheetrock, out of it, and did what they did with theirs. Now let me show you one more. Look at this. Catch this one.
Plastic bottles are often seen as a waste and end up in dump sites, and nothing good can come out of them. But would you live in a house made of plastic bottles? Well, in northern Nigeria, a local organization has decided to defy the odds by building houses from plastic wastes. But why did they come up with the project?
We thought of one way of getting rid of this is to recycle them. And on the other side, you see that we have a lot of housing problem. More than half of our masses don't have adequate housing. So, and there's a simple technology of using this plastic waste to construct a house, which is by far cheaper, which could be affordable more than the shabby mud houses or shanty towns that we are having.
Living in his bottle house for 3 years now, Samail Ismail does not regret abandoning his old house made of wood that was prone to collapse during the rainy season.
It's incomparable. Because, for instance, if you take one block of bottle bricks, when you compare it with the block, cement block, you can easily break the block. But this one, if you take a hammer, you cannot break it.
A majority of Nigerians live in abject poverty, with quite a number housed in slums and shanty towns. But the association plans to solve this problem with this eco-friendly initiative, which will in turn provide jobs for the unemployed youth in the country.
Now, you see, now that there is a very primitive idea of that. They just took the bottles themselves and learned how to sit down there and build. Look at that. And what has me so fascinated with this is that I remember, do you remember this when we were in school and they was telling us that all the methane gas that was coming off of the landfills, if we were to take all that gas, they could channel that gas and it could fuel major cities. Okay, for like 20, 30 years, just off the gas from the landfills. And it was like, okay, well, why haven't we started doing that yet? You know, why haven't we funneled that? And I'm trying to understand.
The same reason they haven't done a lot of things, that they have the technology, the know-how, and the doggone the methods to do. They have not figured out how to earn a living off of it, off Americans.
How about that? How about that? I'm looking at this idea because, like, with the bricks, and you saw how they were putting them together. Because I've seen other videos and stuff. If y'all go on YouTube, you see other videos, and they call it like adult Legos. Okay. So when you build these things, honey, it's just like putting a Lego house together, whatever. And I'm thinking about the tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of waste that we have in all of these damn landfills that can become 2 and 3 bedroom houses. You know, just in recycling or and using that technology. I want to know what they did to get those machines over there to make those particular bricks, that particular technology, honey. And like I said, I'm learning about this today. These videos have been up. I go back to as far back as 2015 that I'm hearing about that. I'm seeing that this has been a technology that's been around. And it might have gone before then, but I'm only seeing back to 2015.
You got to remember how when stuff like that. Okay, I know what I keep it funky. When stuff like that comes about, okay, you got all these young students that's going through colleges, right? And they're coming up with all this different stuff they learn. And, you know, once they learn different types of sciences, they come up with creativity. You know, you got projects they do that have to come up with something else. And from them projects that these college students all over the world are doing, sometimes they come up with something that nobody ever came up with. And then it gets either purchased or it becomes applied science. They have a guaranteed career with a company that's willing to invest in that actual science.
Okay.
So, and this is where the stuff goes. And the stuff is hush-hush because until they totally get it developed with no glitches in it, that's stage one. Second stage is how do we monetarily gain from this?
Right. Okay.
You know,
right. Exactly.
How do we distribute this where it's plausible for us? And then we already know how, you know, the without, how they think. They want to know how the monetary income becomes residual for the next 10 years for their families.
Okay, right. What you say for their families? Dig that.
Right. So they're not going to tell you, they're not going to advertise that they're studying and working on this type of income because you know, like I know, if you take away all the technology and all the regular everyday normalities of life that Afro-Americans have created for the functionality of the United States of America, we'll be back in the Model A Ford. We'll be in a reverse time.
Right. That's true.
So what's going to happen if you start telling everybody what you're learning and it makes a lot of sense as soon as you learn it, before you be able to manufacture a monetary gain from it? Somebody from us is going to grab it and take clean off.
Right. Okay. Right.
They don't want that. They want to be first. They want to sell it to us and keep us down.
Okay.
And they'll never tell you. It probably was one of us that discovered it in college.
True that. True. Okay.
I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. I've done so many papers and watched so much stuff develop and things I've seen, and I'll go, well, wait a minute. Why they not, you know what I'm saying, pushing the issue and funding it through the government to make a better way for the United States? They're not concerned about making a better way for us. They're concerned about making a better buck for themselves.
How about that? Mm-hmm.
That's why nothing is cured in the United States. It's treated.
Yeah, which is true. Okay, what you say? Yeah.
Nothing is cured. It's treated. Okay. Yeah. There's no coin in the cure.
And there you have it. Okay.
You know, hey, what do I know? I'm the big red fella.
And there you have it. Okay. Wow. I'm sitting up here. I'm finna grade to pull a couple other ones. Okay. Because I got fascinated with this, and this here is on it's on me because I want to make some sense out of this, actually. Okay, I just really want to make some sense out of this because I really believe that if we just
you gotta dig, Meech, you're gonna dig. Right now we're brushing the surface. You gotta dig all the way down to somebody who created the bolts and the doggone in the springs and all the remnants to build a machine to do this type of doggone crafting, right?
Right.
Get their address and we gotta knock on their door like the team news.
Okay, see there.
That's how you
got my microphone and stuff ready. We got
knock on their door like team. So they had that face, that look on their face like this. Like, who these niggas?
Right.
Who told these niggas?
Okay.
Because you know they hid everything in books and they expect us not to find it. So, okay.
Oh, my. I'm just my whole
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's an example. The dawn of the day. Did you notice that? Okay, when we were growing up, we had things like we had lemon heads, Alexander grapes, red hots, cherries, the fish. All of our stuff was made from sugars and real fruit, or artificial flavors made from fruit.
Right.
That created it. And the flavors become artificial because you take 1% of something that's 100% to make
Right.
200% to develop.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So
Right.
all of a sudden, those shrunk, and the price of them went up. And then out of nowhere, things like gummy bears, gummy worms, and all that, it surfaced and went crazy because people found out the middle stage between a solid and a liquid, that by adding more sugar. Because people don't know, Boston baked beans, all that stuff. People don't know a lot of stuff like that is smaller. It's smaller portions, more price than it was when we was growing up.
Exactly. Oh, hello.
Okay, but the extra money that they used was into the science of how gummy worms. Think about how gummy worms and gummy bears took off like it was the holy grail.
Right.
Guess what? That's what I'm saying. The gelatin, when they found out that they can add more sugar, that because it's in between the powder, you see what I'm saying, and the solid. They had these gelatins, and they can last and sit on the shelf or in a plastic bag. It was another way to use the pig.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
all that stuff made out of pork.
Yeah. Yeah. That gelatin. Yeah. Yeah.
All that stuff. You in there making jello. Mommy, let's make some jello. Stir it up. Yeah. Okay, well, heat the pig. Shout out to my assalamu alaikums that say you don't eat pork. When the last time you had a gummy worm, gummy bear, a cup of jello?
Okay. Wow. Let's go here. Because I got it.
That's the world right there. They do that, bro. They hide the secrets, make the dollar, and you learn the knowledge 100 years later.
Right. Okay. Let's do this one. Yeah. Okay. Did y'all catch that? I was hoping
Yeah.
this was. I was, we only have a limited amount of time that we could put up here in the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Those were modular homes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they come in and put them together and carrying on. Being from the Midwest, and when I was living with my Caucasian friends and carrying on, I learned a lot because that was the first time that I lived in a trailer home. Okay, understanding the dynamics of that. Okay, because I didn't know what that was. And when I found out exactly how functional that is, that's everything. But modular homes are the step up from the trailer homes. Okay, because you can have those designed to where they could be to your exact specifications. And we were going around to go and see some of the model homes, and I saw 3 and 4 bedrooms, with fallout shelters for basements and carried on. Those suckers were absolutely fantastic, and for like at the time they were like $50,000.
Well, I had me and a friend of mine, a business partner friend of mine, right? And we were business partners back then. We had one out in the cornfields, 3 miles outside the regular city.
Yeah.
So when we throw events or we want to take companions out there to hang out, we had a 4-bedroom, 2 master bedrooms with the jacuzzi tubs in the bedroom on both
Right.
of them. We had it made that way. The gourmet kitchen with the island, the stove in the middle, sunken living room, dining room with an extra living room when you walk in the front door, the other end of the house. All that was modular home, and we set the garage outside off to itself with a big driveway.
Okay.
But we were so far out, we could shoot guns out there.
Yeah.
And it was a 2-lane road to get to it. So it was one of them things we could be at the club hanging out, grab a couple of girls, like, yo, you want to hang out with us at the house? We jumping in. By the time we ride, it's like we going to the Batcave, like the Batman movie.
Right. Okay.
We ain't got nothing but moonlight. Ain't no street lights out there.
Dig it. Okay.
And then you pull up, there's a beautiful home sitting in the middle of nowhere.
Listen, I am mesmerized by the modular homes because of their durability and their functionality. We were trying to get them here in College Park, and they were very affordable. The way how we had that damn deal going, honey, they were going to have a plant here and everything. They were going to bring jobs. The jobs are going to start at $19 an hour for, the damn deal ended up falling through, and it was on both. It was on the city's part and on the contractor's part too, and it ended up falling through. But one of the humps that we had to get over was the residents. That everybody was mad. They didn't want modular homes because they felt that those kind of homes were going to take down the value of their homes or whatever. And like, how? If you look at how they're building these things, they could build them to where they look just like your homes. They come up in here to not to destroy the landscaping. This was going to be a lovely old thing, and it was going to be affordable and workforce housing. And this is the problem that I'm having with the way the world is going with housing and carrying on. I'm gonna do one more video. I'm sick and tired of us saying that we need to look out and we need more affordable homes, but yet every place where there's land for affordable homes, all the homeowners that claim that they were not in my neighborhood. Oh, we need affordable homes, but not here. Oh yeah, we need them, but not here. And that part is bothering me because all of the fucking development, and I'm looking at this across the country. Why is it that the only kind of development that it seems like cities are going for are people who are coming here to promise $1 million homes? I mean, hell, to say that they're building $300,000 homes is passe now. Everybody now is going for the $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 or better homes, to where everything is immaculate. You want all this damn high rise and you bringing all this to where the mortgages and shit are going to be astronomical, which is why I'm driving these rents up to where I saw a house. Somebody wanted to rent a house. They were renting a house for $2,500. That's for rent. Bitch, where? Why? We only heard that kind of shit. That was a fucking mortgage. I was buying the damn house. Now you talking about I'm paying you $2,500 motherfucking dollars a month for rent, which means that was a private home, so they may be a little lenient. But some of these apartments are going for that. Apartments and condos and carrying on that you're
that
renting.
should be illegal for apartments to do that.
Child, then they want you to come in making 3 times the money. If you're here in my apartment, my 1 bedrooms are
Now,
going to,
okay, now you done hit a button. Okay, this is what I've always wanted to ask this question. The economy keeps going up through the roof past the wage.
Right.
You want me to make 3 times the rent, but I got 10 years ago wages, and you want to do 5 years to the future rent payments.
Right.
So at what point is my wages going to look like 3 times what you asking?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You pretty much
now, here's the thing, because I did the math.
Mm-hmm.
I did the math. And because I was doing it for here at Embarcadero Club Apartments, where I reside in College Park, Georgia. I went to the maximum because I have a large 1 bedroom, which is 700 square feet. I was told and she no longer is the property manager now. Okay, I was told that my size apartment is now going for $1,400 a month, which is why they wanted to go up on my rent, because they wanted $255 increase. Okay. However, we had to negotiate, and what they settled for, they didn't want to go no lower than $150. I was not in the position to move and carry on and say no. So we had to settle at $150 increase. However, why I was not in the position to move was because as I was looking around trying to find other places, that's when I was finding all these goddamn rents. $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, $1,800. That's when I came across the $2,500. I'm like, in what world? But here's the thing. Apartment complexes, particularly here in Georgia, because most of them follow the same. If you ever rent an apartment here, most of them follow the same application, the Georgia State, for the housing code or whatever. Well, here they want you to make 3 times the amount of rent as your salary,
which is impossible
at $1,400 a month. Okay, that means that your income has to be at least $4,200 a month. Okay, $4,200 a month means that you are making at least $26.25 a motherfucking hour.
Who paying that?
Where? In this world. Okay. And for those who sit up there saying that, asking for the McDonald's workers, because in the beginning, everybody thought that was ridiculous. McDonald's want $15 an hour. Hell yeah. Because what you want us to do for working, okay, what you want us to work, okay, and live and carry on, I got to make a wage that's going to let me live. Or I got to kill myself because now I got to get 2 full-time jobs in order to make a living.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now catch it now, because let's just do this on a regular federal minimum wage, because the federal minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour.
Which I ain't figured that out. Why is it still there after all the negotiations?
Because after all of this, did you know that they still sit up there? They didn't want the Republicans and them didn't want to increase it. They did not want to increase minimum wage because they keep talking about stuff. But the small business owners are going to be out of. Well, bitch, you didn't get in the PPP loan, and now we done lost a whole bunch of business. They are gone completely now.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about wages. They were going to compensate for wages once they got insurance because minimum wage is just that. It's minimum fucking wage. How can we live anywhere and nobody is paying that at $7.25 an hour in today's prices? No one can do anything with $7.25 an hour. Even if you got 2 jobs, that's only $14.50. You can't do nothing with $14.50 without having. That's got to be a 2-income house. That's got to be actually 4, because if both of y'all working two damn jobs, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any kind of sense whatsoever. So now, who is paying $26.25 an hour so that I can live where I'm living? Now, mind you, that there is your minimum, because I have not said anything about the deductions that they're taking out, because they're going to take out taxes. If you got insurance, they're taking out insurance. If you got all kinds of damn union fees or whatever, all that is coming out of your gross before you take home.
Yep. And if you got your son.
Right. Now hold up. What you say? 2 incomes and basically no kids. Say it, Buck. Right, because we ain't talking about children. You understand?
That would be just up.
You know. All right. Let me play this other video, because see, that was the modular homes. Check this one out. Listen. Now that's what they did to be luxury. They have taken old shipping containers.
Yeah.
Containers. I'm sitting up here like, wait a minute. I have been on this idea because I heard about this a couple years ago, right? And I was like, wow, because they have some buck. You know, out in Ferndale, they have a few of those, right? A few of these homes that are constructed out of these containers. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is fucking sickening. It's a video up on YouTube. Y'all go look it on YouTube. Okay. And I thought about, you know, I took that here, you know, I'm like, listen, I want y'all to come look at this. Okay.
Right.
And of course, because of what it is, you know, the containers and the materials or whatever, a lot of folks got all bent out of shape or whatever, because they were like, no, but you know, they're talking about how it would look and this, that, and that. I'm like, sweetheart, we're trying to be innovative here. We need to be innovative, cost effective. And if we got somebody who knows the technology, that's not going to cost us an arm and a leg, you know, because they're getting the land. And if we could mass produce this to where we can sit up there and get families out of the apartment living, because I happen to be one of them. I live in an apartment right now, okay? And at this particular point, I want to go into home ownership, okay? But as you see, everybody who want to build homes now, they want to build the $500,000 homes, okay? And this, that, and the other, trying to buy a house. How'd you say this a while ago, honey? And he said this, and it threw me, right? Because it's true. He said, you got to jump through all these damn hoops, you know, and they want you to have brand new credit and carrying on for a secondhand house.
That's true.
And baby, when he said that, bitch, that just hit me in my crawl. Because I was like, wait a minute, because, you know, you're right, because it is a secondhand house. You know, most of the houses, when you buying a house or whatever, you're not buying that bitch brand new. It's a new construction or whatever. You're buying somebody else's headache, problems or whatever. Regardless of what, you know, you got to go in there, making improvements and carrying on and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that hit me in my crawl. And when I think about these kinds of things, you know, because these kind of homes, you know, they're constructed, they're coming in new. The modular homes, we had it to where they can build houses and, you know, depending on what you want. A 2-bedroom house can be built in 2 days. A 4-bedroom house with the garage can be built in 4 days. You talk about, so in a week's time, child, we could have had, you know, a number of houses ready to, and once they're built, they're ready to move in. They are ready to go. It's not about, oh, we got to wait for this and wait for inspection. They are ready to go. So I got very passionate about this because I'm looking at this the homeowner and things of that nature. I'm like, we've got to do something about this because I'm looking at land. You know, when we talk about a lot of the land that has a lot of blight, you know, and those that need to be developed and carried on, how come we cannot use those blighted areas to where the city could end up taking on some of that? You know what I'm saying? The cities themselves, they always claiming they ain't got no damn money. They always went to sell the land and were looking for developers. But if the city came up in here and started doing some of this shit for themselves, then the city could get all the goddamn revenue. The city can get the damn revenue. Heard about those. I pondered the idea of owning one. Really, Princess. Yeah. Okay. So yes, honey. I'm like, really. So when I think about this kind of stuff, it's like it just throws me and it just takes me there, and it sends me there, child. Because I'm like, wow. But I'm telling y'all, that damn recycled plastic bricks. That technology, we need to really listen. I'm gonna see what I can do to jump on that, because I listen, children. I think we got something here. You know, I think we got something here because we're looking at materials that is going to withstand the test of time. You know?
So, you know what I was thinking about too? The disaster aspect that we go through, natural disaster.
Yeah.
Those plastic houses afloat.
Right.
Versus being destroyed.
Right.
Because when that tsunami water comes in,
exactly,
it'll probably be more survivors using that type of material for homes.
Exactly. You know, that, and that's why I'm looking at it for, like, a lot of the, you know, the Haitis and the Jamaicas and Canada that get hit with all these hurricanes and stuff. You know, to where they wow, that's a way of living to where every year, you know, you got to rebuild this motherfucker.
Could you imagine how much less of a destructive factor Katrina would have been?
Right. Exactly.
Okay, I had enough of that bullshit now. Because first thing I do is no, because I have a problem with the government. I know what they capable of.
Right.
Everything they're capable of, they refuse to do.
And I'm stuck on that. I'm like, I am so stuck on that. Then we talk about climate change again, on what we're dealing with the climate change right now. These kind of homes are part of the answer to it. Did you see when they say it, child, that they can sit down there and give you skylight? The damn recycled plastic home would give you skylight, and it will sit down there and regulate the heat. We always talk about solar panels and carrying on so that we could be on the solar energy kind of thing. Could you imagine what that is to where we blend those technologies?
But let me ask you a question.
Oh my God.
They started these major companies right now where they changing your house over to solar energy.
Yeah.
But this is what pisses me off with the United States. Soon as they figure out a way for you to dog and create a solar energy system at your home, they got to be fair because everybody's not stupid, because you will harbor energy. So now they're making it, you get this energy, you be able to sell it back to the power company. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you're selling it back to the power company.
I never thought about it. I know that, but I never thought about somebody would want to do that. But okay, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do. These people that do the whole solar power home.
Yeah.
Okay, they selling over half of it back. So they get a check every month.
Okay.
But here's my issue. Why, as soon as you all got that technology perfect, the price of solar panels went through the damn roof?
Of course. Because
before they got it perfect, anybody can get solar panels. You know, they get a house and you can have a park,
right?
Solar, and it wasn't no expensive. It was just as much as repairing a roof. Now,
right,
it's buying a small home.
Right.
That's what we live at, bro.
Oh my God! Today, I listen. Okay, I'm on this thing. I'm just on this thing because I got, you know, like I said, when I see blighted areas, I got deserted land and stuff that. And, I just hate that I was not in the mindset then when I was getting larger tax returns, so I could have bought that damn land at the time.
Bro, we all go through that because we're not financially trained in the urban communities. We all go through that. I mean, you're talking to a guy that I probably would have been sitting on the board at Sprint right now.
Okay.
And all it would have cost me was $2,500 then. And I didn't do it. But I mean, that $2,500 in 2 years, if I'd have paid attention and knew what what was going on, or if I had the knowledge,
right,
I'd have found that $2,500, invested with that man, and 2 years, by the time I got the service, I'd have had about $30 million.
Right. Okay. Woo, my. I'm just
asking me, what do you do for a living? Nothing.
At that part. Okay. What you say? And of that part there, darling. Oh, my. I'm just trying to understand, and I'm trying to make it make sense in my head somewhere, Jesus.
Greed.
So that,
Greed. Everything that is confusing in the uplift of our communities, our world, the stuff that makes sense, healthcare, monetarily, greed. Greed.
Now, how about that? All right, let me go to my next story, Chad. Let me go to my next story because y'all want to hear something stupid? Y'all want to hear something crazy?
Oh, Lord.
Listen, man arrested for allegedly threatening Merriam-Webster over the definition of female. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute.
What you talking about, Willie?
Right. Let me read y'all. I'm gonna read it to you now because this is coming from ABC News. Okay, and this is dated for today. April. No, I'm sorry. It was dated for yesterday, April 22nd. Okay. A California man was arrested this week for allegedly threatening to bomb Merriam-Webster's office and kill its employees over the dictionary publisher's definition for women, federal prosecutors said. Jeremy David Hansen, 34, of Rossmore, California, was charged on April 20th with one count of interstate communications of threats to commit violence for alleged online threats that he sent to the company in October, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Massachusetts. Hansen allegedly sent the company several threatening messages through its Contact Us section on its website and in the comment section on its webpage that corresponded for the word entries for girl and woman. Rachel Rollins, the U.S. attorney for the District of Massachusetts, said. Rollins said the threats were serious enough to force Merriam-Webster to close its Springfield and New York offices out of an abundance of caution. Wow. We believe Hansen sent multiple of anonymous threatening and despicable messages related to the LGBTQ community that were intended to evoke fear and division, she said in a statement. Hansen allegedly used the handle @anonymous with a capital Y to post the message on October 2nd on the comment section of the Merriam-Webster's webpage for the definition of the word female, stating that, quote, Merriam-Webster now tells blatant lies and promotes anti-science propaganda, end quote, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Quote, there's no such thing as gender identity. The imbecile who wrote this entry should be hunted down and shot, end quote, he allegedly wrote in the comment section. Hansen also allegedly wrote a message on the Contact Us page stating the company's headquarters should be, quote, shot up and bombed, federal prosecutor said. Quote, it would be poetic justice to have someone storm your offices and shoot up the place, leaving none of you commies alive, he allegedly wrote, end quote.
Oh, boy.
Hansen posted a similar message on the Contact Us page on October 8th, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. The suspect allegedly sent related threats to other companies, nonprofits, and individuals, including the American Civil Liberties Union, Amnesty International, Land O'Lakes, Hasbro Incorporated, IGN Entertainment, the presidency of the University of North Texas, two professors at Loyola Marymount University, and a New York City rabbi, according to prosecutors. Threats to life are most certainly not protected speech, and they cause real fear in victims, end quote. Joseph R. Bonata, him, honey.
From the time you read the word commies, we know what this was.
Okay. He was released on conditions of following a court appearance in the Central District of California, prosecutors said. He is scheduled to appear before the U.S. District Court Magistrate Judge Catherine A. Robertson in federal court in Springfield on April 29th, according to the attorney's office. Yeah, so at 34 years old, honey, you finna shut.
Let me tell you, you freaking commies. You understood what was going on, Mooley.
He upset over the words. Okay, whoever defined. Now, you know what? Listen, ever since this shit with KBJ, honey, when y'all were trying to come for her, doing her confirmation, and that stupid ass bitch gonna ask her, what's the definition of woman? Okay, this here. See, okay. You say you're not racist. Okay, I'll take that. But bitch, you speak racist very fluently. You speak and know how to blow that motherfucking dog whistle. Okay?
You speak racist now? Do you speak racist?
Because these children are coming out of the woodworks. And you know, they have been in a state, I guess, you know, of suspended animation or something, and damn it, it's like when we had Agent Orange as our president, and during that whole thing of him campaigning and carrying on, it's as if somebody turned the pilot light up to freeze hell, to melt down the ice capades or something, and all of these damn Neanderthals that came unfrozen, and they are coming out of the woodworks, and so now we have a bevy of people who in their minds believe that they are on the side of right. And now they have just lost their damn minds to where how do you put up and say that you need to hurt these folks over a fucking definition? It's a definition.
It could be fake news.
So I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I'm like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. Okay, for real. But
okay, let's play a game.
MERRIAM,
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Meech?
Yes.
What is your definition of a woman?
Oh, okay. Oh my. What is my definition of a woman?
That was the question.
My definition of a woman, darling, honey, is a woman is not something that's biological, honey. No one is born a woman. One becomes a woman. Okay. So a woman, honey, embodies all of the characteristics of femininity and yet a delicate balance of masculinity in order to sustain this world as we know it, honey. Now, if she is a biological and born with a vagina and ovaries, she can bring forth life. If she does not have those capabilities, honey, that does not make her any less of a woman. What that does is that makes her a unique woman. She's able to navigate through. She's able to.
You said a eunuch or a unique?
Unique.
Okay.
No. A eunuch is something different. Those are my trans sisters, honey. My trans sisters are the eunuchs. Okay. But a woman is able to navigate this world in a way that with feminine energy, in a way that masculine energy doesn't and can't.
Really?
Yeah.
So they got some type of swag that puts forth a blossom of flower fragrance.
Well, I won't say flower fragrances. It's just that
some of them smell like weed.
Well, that's not a flower, that's a plant. It's a vegetable. No, it's a fruit. I'm sorry. Marijuana is a fruit because it produces its own seeds.
That's
so
right.
That's a fruit.
No, you're a fruit.
What kind of fruit?
pomegranate.
That's it. That's it right there.
Okay. Oh, have mercy, child. Have mercy. Okay. So it's just very interesting. You know, it's just very, very interesting. Now that there is, you know, something that I take that little definition, and of course I just said that off the top of my head, but you know, why would we need to define what a woman is, honey? A woman is everything that a man ain't. How about that? Okay. Okay. And in some cases, child, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing or a better thing. It's just that, like I said, women are able to navigate this world in feminine energy in a way that a man cannot.
Well, I don't really. Let me tell you where I got a problem with that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you consider it as the maturity level of femininity, right? Because you got girl.
Yeah.
I say you got girl, woman, lady. That's my thing.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you that. And I'm gonna start off. No, you have female, then girl.
Okay, so now if you want to go there, that means a little bitch in everybody.
Exactly. Because everybody starts off female. Everything that was born, honey, everything that came through the birth canal, honey, when the zygote and the spermatoid met and to form the baby, honey, everything started off female. Yes.
Okay, so what part of the growth factor in life does it become a problem when you be like, man, shut your girl ass up? Like when does that come about? Like,
listen,
it's possible that you still have a little bit of estrogen, and yours might be a little more turned up. You know what I'm saying, on your equalizer.
Well, you know what? On yesterday's show, Nikki wanted me to explain this because remember I said there was a case. There was a case in the late 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
There was a trans woman who was legally married to her husband. Okay. Apparently she was unclockable. What happened? Her husband died. Okay. The children were upset because he didn't put the children in the wheel. Right? They found out that she was trans. Okay, for what I don't know how, I forget how. They found out she was trans. So now what they would do.
I'm sorry, because first thing I thought about was waiting to exhale when that boy was by the pool. He was like, my father's a faggot.
Oh Lord.
You know, we do movies, bro. We do movies.
That's perfect, though. That's perfect.
Wait,
that's perfect.
We do movies. So when you do movies, you get.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro. It's just that when we have these conversations, and because we're into movies and we write scripts, I know,
but it's perfect because that's basically what it was.
Right.
Because what happened, the kids contested the wheel, right? And they were saying that the marriage was illegal because this is a man.
This is a man.
Okay.
Right.
And there's no way that we could have, this is where, y'all heard what I said, honey. This is the late 80s, early 90s. So this is way before whatever. Well, what ended up happening was she ended up, they broke this down some kind of way. She ended up having a chromosome test, and found out that she was 2 X's and a Y.
Mm.
Right. So now, here's what I found out. This is now fast forward. This is now 2005. I was back in school, and
Wait a minute, hold on. The court. This is in the court.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So they found out that she was 2 X's and a Y, and for whatever reasons, it ended up to where I got to go back and look at that, because I want to say that she won, but she lost at the same time. I think she ended up having to give the kids some money or whatever that is. I got to go look that up. And it wasn't here in America. I think it was. I think they were like, oh, they overseas, so whatever. But here's the thing. What I learned is that there was the whole big debate about whether people are born transgender, and what happens is this. We all know that it takes two, an X and a Y and an XX, okay? But what happens is when the chromosomes form, there are moments where the X don't connect, okay? So there are some times where you may have, what is it? What is it? X. Okay, who's who? XX is female, XY is boy. Okay. So what happens? Sometimes in the development, the Y may not connect all the way. Okay. So if it doesn't connect all the way, then that's when a male child would end up having a lot of feminine characteristics. No, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Hold on. It's the other way. It's the other way. It's when the Y connects, but it don't stop. Because sometimes you get a little dangling a little there, and the body would make it seem as though it was going to form another X. Okay. So that's why you have men who may seem as though they're a lot more feminine and carried on, because the chromosomes are reading that it's supposed to be another X. Okay.
That's like I'm like for example, your buddy. Why I can't call his name right now? The one that just came to see you that was talking when we was on the phone. The one that kept your car when you was going out of town.
Oh, okay.
Okay, him. When we first, when he went out to eat with us back then, all when we first hanging around him.
Right.
I grew up, and there's a couple of friends of the family that I knew that he reminded me of. I'm talking about features, demeanor, the whole 9 yards, and they were straight men.
Okay. Right.
Well, that's what you're talking about right there, because I used to look at them like I was confused, but they were straight men.
Right.
Except but they acted like that.
Right. And there are moments, and because the body reads that that we got the start of an X, and it's not a complete X. This is how chromosomally the body starts to develop that way. So you have men that have a little bit more, softer features. They start taking after their mother more, and this, that, and other. Now the same thing with girls. Now with the girls, because it's not a complete X, and the X, it don't cross or whatever. Okay. Then you have where you have girls who come out a little bit more masculine. They have harder features and this, that, and the other. And this is how the idea that the transgender brain is shaped, because of the chromosomes not doing right. And do you know, when I told folks that, and you see how confused it is, because you have to remember what side is what.
All right.
I learned that, and I've been talking about that. Everybody telling me that I'm crazy. I'm like, bitch, how the fuck I'm crazy? And I'm telling you what they teaching me in the school. This is what the scientists are saying. This is what the fuck they proving. They done went to the microscopes, and they done looked at the they done looked at the DNA form. This is how it's doing. And you gonna tell me I'm wrong? Bitch, stop.
That's crazy.
Now the question became after I said now here's gonna be the real upset. The real upset is if everybody walking did a chromosome test, honey. Some of y'all who think y'all the motherfucking real niggas may not be real niggas.
And he popped the fan.
Okay. Now how about that, motherfuckers? Okay. Okay, Lanier says Trump gave them license to be this ignorant. That's why they are so ignorantly loyal to him. And in the process, risk their own freedom and maybe even life as a means to pledge allegiance. What the fuck? Now, you know what? Now, you said a mouthful right there about that last part. Okay. As to pledge allegiance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got pod people, honey. Okay. We got the pod people, honey. Yes. So that there is that. Wait a minute. What you say? The chromosome situation is what probably happened to my grandmother because she actually had to shave her face. Wow, really? Okay. Yeah. You know. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's fascinating. You know, when we start to look at that, and I learned that in my psychology class because we were talking about, you know, how the brain works and things, you know, and how people get into positions and their behaviors and all of that. And so that was absolutely wow. It was fascinating, and it still is fascinating. You know, when we look at that, and I wanted to delve into psychology a little bit more. That was my major at the time. I was a double major, psychology and theater, because they go hand in hand as far as I'm concerned. Okay.
So you gotta be crazy to do stage play.
How about that? Well, not so much to do one, but honey, most of us think that they are anyway. Because you know, when you take on the role of someone else, you become another person. And even though the best roles are when you incorporate something, you always incorporate some of who you are into the role. Right. And what ends up happening is, yes, you're creating this character, but you realize, honey, that you can be this person because you're portraying it, you know. And that's what comes as an actor is very difficult sometimes for folks to let go of a character. I know there's still some things that I pick up on from characters that I've done. When I've done Lenny of Mice and Men, Lenny's thing was, you know, he likes soft stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I got so much into that too. And now, you know, I'm into real soft stuff. That's something I picked up from the character, you know. Which is one of the reasons why I do not do I played Satan in a play, but I would never play a Satan worshiper. I would never play a Satan worshiper because I'm too spiritually bound for that, and my faith in what I know to be spiritual and how to open up those damn portals and carrying on. No, I cannot risk that. Okay, I won't risk that. Okay, for the sake of art and entertainment. No, because that's serious to me. I know.
Only thing I play if we do plays and movie scripts and stuff. You know me, I'm doing drug dealers, police, pimps, pastors.
Okay. Oh.
Well, break out the cards. I'm gonna see if I got to phone a friend tonight. What you got?
Wait a minute. Okay. Here we go. 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 Here we go.
Time to have the cycle look. Cuckoo pop. They ain't even made the medicine for her yet. Sad. Look, she holding her head. See? Cuckoo.
Okay, let's be nasty first. You ready?
You said what?
Not me saying, let me hurry up.
Go ahead. You might
your significant other asks you for sex, but you decline.
Mm-hmm.
And minutes later, You overhear them in the bathroom masturbating to porn. Or Does this bother you?
Nope, I'm coming right in.
Explain.
I'm coming right in.
What'd you say, Cupcake?
I'm coming in with the toilet again. It ain't gonna bother me. We finna get one together, even if I turn it down.
Oh. She said she's gonna come in with a vengeance, like a superhero.
All right, honey.
I might have turned you down, but you're doing something that might have turned me on and help you take it off.
Okay.
Help you out.
Wait a minute. No. Okay, that's okay. Let's bloom this onion, honey, because that might be something. Could have been the presentation from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think that's what she's saying. It's like I don't feel like it tonight, and all of a sudden she hear female, male, so she probably hear thinking that, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Okay.
She hear whatever, then she probably hear, you know what I'm saying, one of them fake ass scripts from the porn.
You know what? I have to say this. Right. Sound like a chihuahua. Okay. I have to say this. If I
didn't know nothing about that, so well, damn it up.
Because I've done that.
Gentleman said what?
Yeah, I've done that to where, If it were me that did the declining, and then I turned around and old boy sit up here going at it. Yeah, it's something about that after so long, it'll turn me on.
Mm-hmm.
It'll turn me on. But what pisses me off is that if they say no, you didn't want it the first time, and see, then we get into the little fake little fight.
No, do you take it?
Yeah.
Some people just want to be raped.
It
burn
becomes a whole situation.
Burn all your energy out. You know what I'm saying? Energy that you could have used for something else.
You know.
They don't think about these things.
You just take it. Whatever. They ain't gonna complain. They got their
Okay.
Burn all the energy out again. You got a doggone do WWF moves and shit like that.
Okay.
When they doggone should just submit and let you use that energy to doggone, you know what I'm saying? Add an extra orgasm.
Okay, now here's the piggyback question. What is the longest your significant other can say no to having sex before it start affecting the relationship?
Yeah, about like two times, maybe twice.
Let me tell you something. Ain't no affecting. If I tell you sit, you sit. If I tell you roll over, you roll over.
Mute his freaking mic.
Okay? Learn to be obedient.
Oh, here he go with that word again.
He gonna run that word into the ground.
Shell.
Go back and look up the word obedient.
Oh no. That's it for me. What is the longest your significant other can say no to having sex before it starts to affect the
I can answer your question same day. Okay.
Well, when I was in relationship, okay, that started to affect me emotionally, because if you deny me, honey, it's like, okay, then what the fuck? No. I'm good for you to take my money. I'm good for, you always want something. Mm-hmm. But now it's time for me to want something, and it's always a no. Because then I start to feel like I'm being used because you're not on the back end somewhere. It's no pun intended. There's nothing there. So it's like, no, and then it becomes like a gold digging situation. And I'm not having that. I'm not having that at all. As a matter of fact, wow. My ex, I keep telling y'all about Michael. Yeah. That's what happened with us, because after I done spent my entire paycheck in Toledo, Ohio, and I done sectioned off this motherfucking house the way I sectioned it off. My sister David, I said, David, this is your house, girl. You take the upstairs because that's what your room is, child. And my child, Miss Pete, honey, Pete and her husband, Daryl. Hey, Daryl, that's for you, baby. Miss Pete and Daryl, I said, y'all take the first floor up. Me and Michael got the basement, bitch, because yes, baby, I need all the space. And after sitting up there, I mean, we done bought, we done went to the club. I you know, I done spent my check down here. And we done, you know, we getting ready to go and carrying on. It's getting late and things. And this motherfucker says, "Oh, I got to go home."
Ah!
I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Michael, we'll get you home, baby. Just stay with me tonight." But I got to go help Uncle Henry in the morning. We getting up real early. I said, "Well, if we play your cards right, honey, we'll just take you straight on. You won't, you know, but we got to go do some work, and I really got to get some sleep." And all of it just became excuse after excuse after excuse. And I said, "You know what? Fuck this. Take his ass home." We went in the car. We had just went to the restaurant. And it was, it, I said, "Okay, never mind. Because I ain't got the big, I ain't got the big nobody, but you supposed to be my husband. Fuck you." And the goddamn horse you rode in on too. Fuck it. No, honey. But I was what, 19, 20, and that was that was after that I cried all the way home from Toledo, honey. And then we on I-75 North, bitch, and it was a goddamn traffic jam. It wasn't no jam. We was at a standstill for 45 minutes. And bitch, I was hooting and hollering. Yes, child. That hurt me so bad. Because I felt like I was just being used, child. But I didn't learn the lesson. I did not learn the lesson then. No, we did not. Moving on, that's another story.
Neglectful.
Okay.
People want to neglect with no consequence.
New question. Money is tight and your significant other has just received their 4th online shopping delivery of the week. What happens next?
You can't say that.
Decline.
It's Amazon, honey. You can't decline the Amazon drop and go.
No, go return.
I'm gonna send that shit right back.
Okay. Oh my goodness. You know what? Here for me, this is what it was. We wasn't in relationship. You know, I just had house guests and things and helping people out and carrying on. And when times were tough up in here, they were right after I had got out of surgery and I had lost my job. This is 2013. I'm sitting up here going through all this particular shenanigans and things, but yet every time I'm turning around, shit is coming to the house, or I'm telling you, we're having a hard time paying the rent. Now, I know you're not working, but you got folks who, instead of them helping you secure the spot that you're in, they're paying for plane tickets for you to come out of town to go party. Bitch. Ooh. When I tell you everything in me stood every way, which way but loose, and we end up having a conversation because I'm like, "Wait a minute, sweetie. Now I can't tell them how to spend their money, but why is it that they really want to see you come and fuck than sitting up here and making sure you got a roof over your head?" And he was like, you know, the conversation, it was pleasant because, again, it's not necessarily his fault because they sent it's not like they sent cash and he went to buy a plane ticket. No, they sent the ticket. The ticket is waiting on him. They sent him confirmation numbers and the ticket is waiting on him. So it's not like they ever sent cash, you know? So it's like, okay, well, what the fuck is this? And it soured me to a point where I was like, okay, you know. And then that's when I had got it, you know, he's mature since then. But that's when I got into my head. I was like, child, and you don't see this? You so busy running about making sure y'all finna go to the fuck fest, whatever. Okay, they could pay for you to go and sit down here and come turning up at the damn place, but not making sure that you got a roof over your head to be secure. Interesting. So yeah, no. And here it happens up in here. No, Miss Steen, child, I know damn well you ain't got no quarter. But bitch, where you go shopping from? Why is it that my house is looking like this? Where, when someone so gay to the bitch, you tell them I said they better not give you shit else to bring up in here. You know?
Real nigga shit.
Okay, new question. You liked a provocative picture of an old platonic friend on social media.
Uh-oh.
Upset.
Yeah, platonic friend.
Yeah, platonic.
Okay.
Upset. Your significant other says, if you love me, you'd unfollow him or her. What do you do?
Unfollow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And after I do that, what's your problem now?
Wait, I don't know this paper.
It's okay. Read it again. She didn't catch it.
Okay. You liked a provocative picture of an old platonic friend on social media. Now, upset, your significant other says, if you love me, you'd unfollow him or her. What do you do?
Unfollow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, that ain't me. That ain't me at all. That ain't me. Unfollow for what? Especially.
Okay, let me tell you something, Meek. Now I'm finna put on my ally flag, all right?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? Let's take let's just take the relationship thing out. Okay, remember we was talking about all relationships are pretty much the same?
Yeah.
So that way, I'm gonna tell you, me being the dominant male figure that I am, you like to play that game where oh, this bothering you, but I'm not moving nothing because it was just a platonic friend. It was just this, and this, and you're not gonna tell me what to do with my page. No, the conversation probably would go like this: "Bitch, you finna unfollow that?"
Says who?
Who the fuck you heard from?
Motherfucker, is that supposed to make me move because you in your feelings? What you fucking in your feelings for?
No, it ain't making you move. You know where I'm at.
No, because you jump into a motherfucking conclusion. Instead of you sitting up there trying to come to me and ask me, you done jump. Motherfucker, it don't work like that up in here. Now, if you want to have a conversation about this, let's converse.
We just did.
No, we didn't. You barking orders, bitch. I don't jump like that. I don't bark at no motherfucking orders. The fuck is this? Ain't no goddamn conversation, motherfucker. You barking orders.
First and foremost, if you've been told, you've been told. You need to know you've been told.
Ain't no told shit. You said some shit, but it's supposed to go down like what?
Now see, that's when it get ugly. Because you told me, which means I'm gonna keep liking all that stuff, because you told me not to do it.
Okay, it's consequences.
Okay.
Well, you know what's gonna be consequences if you go back and like somebody else's picture, and I'm gonna be like, I told you. You ain't gonna like it.
This is where it gets funky for me, because the way how this question is, the question came out as an ultimatum. If you love me, did you unfollow him? Right. I already love you. What is this? And especially, here's where the relationship is, because we sitting up here, I have a past to carry on, and those in my relationship, those who I've had sex with or whatever, if those particular people come out, that's a conversation that I have, right? Or that's somebody I done tore up with or whatever the case may be. Or it's just a friend of mine and blah, blah, blah. So in relationship, we're already there. We've established those things. So on social media, especially if it's somebody who's just a fly-by-night friend, more than likely, I done showed you the damn picture if I'm in a relationship, because most of the time,
okay, that's cool. You bring it to me. Those conversations been had. You be like, "Oh Lord, look! Remember I told you about Fred back in Jersey? Okay, yeah. Well, look at this. Look what the hell you done posted and tagged me in. And okay, ha ha ha. Oh, that's cute. All right, unfriended. All right, that's it.
Unfriended for what?
Because I said so. That's what you're not understanding.
No, because you said what? You ain't said why to unfriended. What is your major malfunction?
See, you don't understand what said so mean. That's my
No, you don't understand what malfunction means because apparently something's wrong with your goddamn mouth.
See,
Okay, well, how about this?
This is where the problem comes in at submitting and obeying.
Stop.
This is where the problem comes in.
See, you got that goddamn obey shit, honey. No, no.
Okay, but that's what the problem is with y'all. Y'all think obey is a damn seasoning. It ain't a goddamn seasoning.
No, obey does not come blindly, goddamn it. Submission does, but not obey.
What happens when you do what you're told? You obey.
No, if I submit to you because I trust you, yes, but I don't obey blindly, bitch.
Okay, well, you know what? Submit, motherfucker. Click the button when I told you.
No. See, now you barking orders again. You don't tell me shit.
I can tell you to turn the water off because you left it on, but I can't tell you to unfollow.
It's in your tone. You could. All you're gonna say is, "Darn, hey, turn that water off." What? You left the water on? Oh, okay.
You would. There was a difference.
Yeah.
You would say, "Hey, could you go in there and turn the water off?"
Okay, well then here we go. Oh, that's cute. Oh, you all exposed. Oh yeah, I know that's your old friend. Okay, well, do me a favor, sweetheart. Unfollow it.
See, that's different.
Now that warrants a conversation because now I'm like, baby, what's wrong?
No, you see, that's where your problem is. You don't question me.
Oh, motherfucker, this is over. Okay, you know what? Stop. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Oh, goddamn it! Wait. Oh! Wait, commercial, motherfucking commercial. No, fuck you. We going to goddamn commercial. Goddamn it. Oh, hell. Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570. Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. All right, and we are back. Let's go to some of the comments, honey. There's a couple of the comments. Okay. Don't be coming from our old base seasoning red. For me, my significant other and I would have to discuss why he's so insecure, especially when it is a platonic friend. But that ultimatum is not going to make me jump. See, exactly. That's the problem that I'm having with it. According to how this question is written, it became an ultimatum. And then you mad.
First and foremost, Xavier, you always have some good replies, rebuttals, and conversations and comments. I always commend you for that. But this time, even you if it was you, if I tell you what the hell to do, you're gonna do it, and that's just it. You don't question my authority in this relationship. That's just what it is. So deal with it.
Yeah, okay, and that's why we're not in relationship. That's why we're friends, and that's why you go home, and that's why we're over here. See, it works out fine. Okay.
Yeah, that's because y'all hard headed and don't want to listen.
No, it ain't about being fucking hard headed, motherfucker. You don't sit up there and bark no goddamn ultimatums. We can sit up here and have discussion, but you don't bark ultimatums.
Let me tell you something. That's what the hell is wrong with y'all with the estrogen sandwiches y'all eating around here. Y'all don't know y'all place.
It ain't got nothing to do with that motherfucking estrogen sandwich, nigga.
Stay in a woman's place.
It was the other way around, and I'm the one mad because you got something. And I said, you gonna unfriend that.
No, you don't tell me what to do. I tell you.
See, okay, moving on to the next goddamn question. Okay. Moving on, because I'm sitting up here trying to entertain some bullshit, honey. Lies, garbage, propaganda, and gay rumors, honey. Yeah. Shit. Okay.
He's gonna keep going too.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. Your significant other's opposite sex friend, who they call their sibling, is staying the night with the two of you. During a drinking game, you find out that they slept together years ago. What happens next?
Uber.
Why Uber?
Uber.
Why Uber?
Why am I just not finding out?
Oh, so you're just not finding out. Okay. So that's your thing.
To take y'all little giggly goddamn once upon a time fucking ass on somewhere. You're not staying here.
Okay. Interesting. You know, for alphabet in the alphabet community, honey, you know, we are it's not even 6 degrees of separation for most of us, honey. It's more so like 4.5, 3.5, maybe 4. You know, so somewhere along the line, honey, we have fucked each other indirectly. You know, and so it's not uncommon for us to be, you know, I got a new boo or whatever, and then I'm calling this one my brother or whatever, and then it has been that we have had relations a while ago or whatever, but that was like we were probably kids or whatever, found out that it wasn't us or whatever the case may be, and we've since moved on from there. So that there is not, it's not an issue, but when it comes down to, especially if you know your partner, like you do, I can't deal with nobody who's extremely jealous, and I know everybody has a jealous streak. But that damn extreme jealousy carrying on to where the world is going to fall apart, no, I can't deal with that.
Well, my thing is this, though. If I know you're a fucking freak because I'm with you and you my significant other, don't sell me that brother bullshit. Don't do that.
But if we are at this particular point of the game,
I'm talking about another person. Oh, this is my brother. Yeah, we go. Stop. I know who you are.
Right, but okay, well, hold on, because but then that's a separate conversation, because especially if they say it the way you just said it. If they said it the way you just said it, oh, that's just my baby daddy. Okay, or how we grew up, and for those of us who had promiscuous parents and everything, everybody was always Uncle So and So. Oh, this Uncle So and So. This Uncle So and So. You know. Mm-hmm. Every time we had, you know, if it comes across in that particular field, it's like and most of the time, you know, when that energy shifts, you know that particular energy, you know.
Oh yeah.
But during the drinking game, whatever, it comes out. Okay, well, you know, back in the day, such and so, and you know, it comes out. It's like, okay, but that was such a long time ago, child. Hell, at this particular stage of the game, you know, but whatever. For anybody to still be as insanely jealous, and especially as explained throughout the night, and there's nothing there, that'd be interesting.
No, I mean that's not being insanely jealous. It's the rule. You know, you're not staying here tonight. This nigga's not staying in my house tonight.
What rule?
That
Is that a house rule? No, it's a house rule or a nigga rule?
It's a nigga rule. He know once they come out that he need to be called an Uber. He not staying there.
Okay. So here y'all go to that old nigga shit. Okay.
So
see, that's that damn unspoken man shit or whatever, child.
Okay, so let's flip it around. So your female find out doing a drinking game that the girl that's over the house you slept with, so that means she need to hop her ass in Uber 200.
No, see, that's not your business because you're not the man of the house. That's the problem with y'all. When y'all learn y'all position in the doggone relationship in the house, y'all will know that you don't doggone question authority. Okay.
Listen.
So if I
let me practice. Nay, hold up. Listen, pimp. We ain't no motherfucking hoes up in this motherfucker, bitch. You understand me? You say that pimp shit from that bitches honey who sit up there and want to use you for your little coin or whatever. In relationship and hoe.
That's the problem.
Next question. Okay. Oh, to piggyback on the first one. Okay. Oh. Your significant other has the opposite sex best friend who likes them romantically. Your significant other's reasons that it's okay to remain friends because the feelings aren't mutual and nothing inappropriate has happened. Do you agree?
I'm taking her down again.
So you saying? Okay, well, wait a minute.
Significant other has an opposite sex best friend who likes them romantically.
You said opposite sex.
Yeah.
So you saying if I had a female friend,
and then and it found out that they like you romantically, okay,
right?
But you start to reason to Nay that it's okay because I don't feel the same way about them. It's not mutual, and nothing inappropriate has ever happened. Do you agree?
I don't know, because if she a baddie,
and you say it's okay to remain friends. It's okay for us to. We still gonna be friends or whatever, because we not. You know, we not like that. I don't feel that same way. You know, and ain't nothing gonna happen. I don't like it like that. You know.
Well,
you want to drink?
I don't know, because if she a baddie, you know what I'm saying, even though you're not messing with her, never, doing that, you wasn't feeling that. But you know a bad chick when you see one. You know what I'm saying? But if my significant other was like, "Oh Lord, you didn't tell me she was that cute. Oh, she thick too, or whatever," you know what I'm saying? That's the hint. So she might get it that night. But she gonna get it from both sides.
So it becomes a mutual thing. It's an agreed upon do or diddy.
Hey, it's there exactly.
Okay. For me, oh God, Lord. Okay. For me, I have always been put in the friend category for most of the time. Okay. So, I have always been there. I've always been the one that may have been attracted to somebody, but the feeling was never mutual because I was such a good friend. Shit. Okay. So a lot of my friendships, honey, have remained friendships because I knew where they stood and I never tried to question it. I never barked the boundaries or whatever. And this, that, and the other. It was hurtful. Because listen, I told you about my former friend Joyno, who's passed on now. We met off of a date line. Okay. The intent, and this is before we got all the apps. This is when we were still using the telephone, the chat line. The intention for us was to hook up. Okay. But we had such wonderful conversation and carrying on, and Jordan was really an ass because he just liked to debate to hear himself talk. Okay. Kind of like Haji. Okay.
No,
I love Haji dearly, but Haji love getting into debates because he likes to
advocate.
Okay. Haji loves to, he gets off on that shit. Okay. And Jonah was the same way. Okay. So in us talking and having conversation, we also have phone sex. So that was kind of cute. But we had determined.
Just to see disclaimer, y'all saw how he ran right past it. Go ahead.
What?
No,
but phone sex?
Yeah.
I didn't run past. I just said we just had phone sex. Okay. But we had this. He decided that he wanted to remain friends, right? And he was like, "Well, listen, most of my friends have become my friends because we've had sex." And we were like, "Okay." So he was like, "Well, I want to have, you cool and this, that, and the other, and I want this friendship to where I have a friend that I didn't have sex with." I was cool. I was cool until the day he sent me a dick pic.
So,
and what made me uncool was he was packing rather cutely. Okay, number one. But then I'm so busy being a friend, and then everybody else was able to get the dick but me. Right? And a lot of that was addiction talking, because I was like, well, what made everybody else so that way and I was exempt? And it didn't sit well with me, and it became problematic. Yeah, it had become problematic, and
well,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I've been in that situation. I mean, I know. I'll tell you, it kind of weirded me. It was a friend of mine, and I was a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? They need to break away from their environment, so I would allow them to come over, right? And,
right.
You can stay the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, get away. Nobody knows you here. Nobody know where I live. Nothing like that. So,
right.
You're out here and just shower, eat, relax. Like the whole hotel experience is like nobody know where you at, so you can just totally exhale.
Right. Okay.
But I expect you as a friend to have athletic wear to sleep in.
Right. Right.
But when you come out there with a damn, you get the belly top T-shirt, like as long as your arms are down, it's covering. But as soon as you go scratch your shoulder, it's Hello Kitty.
Right.
So
yeah, okay.
So at that point, it's like, we know how women play a bunch of those silly games. So at that point, you're like, what do you, is that a signal?
Right.
Because we had never, ever, ever been in that space before, period.
Right. Right.
So that kind of, I don't know, it was kind of strange to me. Because how you, like you said, you and that brother, that friend brother zone. So
yeah, and it become awkward, and then too, because for me, because I entered into this zone and I had to accept us just being friends or whatever. Well, in being friends, we talk and we share. So now I got to listen to your escapades of who you done fucked to this, that, and the other. And I had to sit up here with some kind of poker face as if, it did not bother me. And especially when I'm having a drought period. So I'm in drought mode and you sit up here and fucking the world. And then it's like, okay, well, wow.
Well, like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You sitting there, I'm sitting there, right?
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm sitting there and you just comfortably talking to me. And I'm like, okay, I'm still a man, you know what I'm saying? As you sitting there chilling, it's like Hello Kitty is like, like, I don't know if you're understanding that it's looking at me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so I'm like trying to.
Okay.
Then when I do decide to get my, shower, whatever, I go get in the bed. I get in the bed. I'm being respectful. I got on athletic shorts. You know what I'm saying? It's in a t-shirt.
Right.
And then you lay there. Here comes the part where the trouble is.
Right.
You know what's under the cover because you've seen before. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So mentally now you're struggling because they want to do the whole spoon cup thing when you get in there.
Right.
And you saying to yourself, this is not what that is.
Right.
So now they comfortable. This is what killed me with women.
Right.
They comfortable, go off into this oh so comfortable, nothing to worry about because I'm safe tonight. Sleep.
Exactly.
You can't sleep because you're saying, Lord have mercy, can you please teach me how to put this kickstand back because I can only lay on my back.
Exactly.
Because you laying there like you're in Vegas and you got $2 left and that's the lowest thing you can bet. And you're like, should I bet? Should I not?
Okay, minimum bet is $2. Okay.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? So you just you going, should I? No, if I do, what if it's a mixed signal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You mess around and you know what I'm saying, they wake up and you all up in them and that wasn't what it was.
Right.
Now what do? You just ruin a whole lot of friendship.
Okay. Well,
it's weirdo. It's weirdo.
And there you have it. So it for me, yeah, it's very uncomfortable being in those particular situations. And I've gotten to the point now to where I've learned if all they want to do is cuddle, I'm a gentleman, so I won't, this, that, and the other. But those instances are very far and few in between. When I was younger, yeah, it was, yeah. In fact, I need to write that into a script, honey. Just a couple of instances that I've gone through. Let me cute little movie shorts, child. Lord. Yeah. My time of using the mirrors and yeah, I have a few doozies.
Smoking mirrors.
Yeah. But all right. Well, listen, we're gonna let these children go ahead on because I need to go and get dressed.
Yeah, you finna go to the house
this corner.
To the house party.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I'm only gonna be there for just a second because half of these folks I do not know, and I have to get around here before this bitch start drinking. Because I'm gonna tell them, don't you send this bitch home drunk. I don't care if it is her birthday. Do not send this bitch home to where she's wobbling. If she's wobbling, lay her ass down here and get her in the morning. I don't send her to me like that. Because the last time I had to whoop her ass.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's that. So, let me go lay down this law real quickly and cutely. All right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, honey, next weekend, child, I'm going to take my computer with me, but I cannot make any guarantees because I will be in Orlando, Florida, honey, for Big Boy Pride. And so Fridays and Saturdays, honey, at 9 o'clock, honey, is when the festivities are going to be beginning. And I'm going to be in my little wispy shit and carrying on, honey. And okay, then I already got a taste of the goddamn leather, honey. Okay. I'm still trying to understand. And I did not send that to anybody. If they went on my Instagram, they went scrolling through my shit. Okay. Well, it's public though, so it's not like it was on that.
Oh Lord.
The beast. Okay.
Oh.
So
Unexpected.
Oh, yeah, that one was, yeah, because it came out of nowhere. Okay. We're going to try. I got to find Ace Metaphor so I get him to come on and we can talk about his cards and have him on the show. Okay, because we use his cards a lot over here, which are really fun. And I don't have all of the decks yet. Okay, we use it. I got like 4 decks that I'm using, and he has a number of them. Okay, I think it's like 5 more decks that I need to get. Okay,
We'll be in your neck of the woods tomorrow.
Yes. Oh yeah, welcome all park. I got to work. Shucky ducky. I gotta go to work.
Yep.
But wait a minute. You know, on a brilliant note, this is listen, child. I have never had this happen before, so there's a first time for everything. I got a $3.02 raise today.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at
My
God.
boss texted me this morning, honey. He said, okay, HR just approved your raise. Just put your raise in, and I approved it. I said, oh, okay. So I'm sitting up here thinking, all right, we hadn't had a raise, since what, 2019. So I'm like, okay, well, this is still pandemic or whatever. So he said raise. I'm thinking it might have been 50 cents because I'm like, okay, usually when they give us a little raise or whatever, they give us like 10 cents. Okay. Yeah, because it took me 4 years to get $1. No, I'm sorry, not 10 cents, it's 30 cents. It's 30 cents. And it took me 4 years to get $1. Okay. So I'm like, okay. But child, I went to go look. I said, am I looking at this right? He said, well, yes, you are. I said, oh, well. So they gave me a $3.02 raise today. That's going to be effective when they put it in. So on my next paycheck, honey, I would be at the new rate. So praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. And things of that nature. So that there's okay. So that's a good note to end on. Listen, so next weekend, honey, if I come in, it's going to be. No, I can't do the Facebook Live because I'm in jail still. So I'll probably do the little snippets or whatever. If not, honey, don't fret. I'll let y'all know that I'm okay and things of that nature and all of that. But I am going to take one of my little computers with me, the laptops, so I could be functional. Okay. And all of that. So, having said all that, you may finish all of your crumpets, darlings, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, darlings. With Big Meat and the big guy ally over there, honey. That's the big red fella, a.k.a. Mrs. Minister Hayes. Okay, and in the absence of Aunt Nikki, honey, we thank you. We love you, honey. We thank you for coming on out and showing us your love and support, honey. And if you love us the way that you say that you do, honey, then tell all of your family and your friends, honey, and your good Judies to come on over to like, subscribe, and share. Put the comments in so we can sit down there and interact with you. But for all of you haters out there who can't stand us, haters, you want to send up negative energy or whatever, listen, you can take all that and tell your enemies, all your motherfucking enemies, to like, subscribe, share, comment, and get in on the discussion with us, honey. Because, see, everything that we're doing over here at 3 The Hard Way, the Syndicate, darling, everything that we're doing in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion will move forward. So on that note, we're going to let you guys go and all of that. Again, May 15th, 2022, honey, in Piedmont Park, right here in Lovejoy, Atlanta, Georgia, honey, from 12 until 10. We have Indigenous House, honey.
Edgewood, my lady.
Indigenous House, baby. So if y'all are house heads like I am, get your dancing shoes on, honey. Bring you a change of clothes, a shirt or something. Make sure you bring you some water, too. Because we finna go to dance and sweat, honey. I used to be able to sweat my perm out, honey. But, I think I might sweat enough to when my hair start growing. So, so having said all that, honey, and scene.